Hi everyone. Okay, so in this video I'll be showing you a monster strategy on how you can trade all VIX indexes, all volatility indices, okay, profitably, and I assure you there'll be more profit than your loss. So this strategy, I've tested it, I've used it with other indicators, okay, but today I'll be only be showing in this video I'll be showing you only two indicators you can use with it, okay. Show you guys what this strategy is all about. It's very simple and effective, and I'll show you guys wins, okay. Today's video, okay. So before we start this video, the trade is currently running. As always, I gave signal in both VIP and the free channel, both in my Telegram, WhatsApp. Everybody received this signal, and as you can see, it went perfectly well. Thank God for that. And also in the currency pairs, this signal was given, okay. But early this morning, I gave the analysis in both VIP and free channel. This analysis, and I'm very sure everybody saw this. So for those who took it, nice one. But the signal was given in VIP, and you can see how it went. Okay, so let me switch this 1 minute time frame. You can see how it went. Okay, so without further ado, let's start the video. So now that the video has started, okay, so if you all links are in the description box, so you can go check that out. Okay, like I said, this is a monster strategy. It's an only great strategy. Like I used to say, not all strategy are 100%, but I assure you that this strategy is so awesome and you will enjoy it. Okay, so before we head on to adding the indicators, I just want to tell you that it's not everything I'll be saying, okay. As you know, we're on YouTube and other things like that. It's not everything like I'll be saying. It's not my secret setups or everything I use and trade I'll be saying. But I just want to just review two little tips you can also use to beat the VIX, all VIX indices, okay. So first of all, this work on higher time frame, okay. If you are the type of trader that maybe scalp or don't like price action or don't like all this stuff, well, this video is not for you. But if you are a type of trader that like long-term trades and setup, just want to leave your trade for like 1 hour candle, 1 hour candle, 2 hour, 3 hours, anyhow, love it. So this video is for you. Let's add our indicator. So what we'll be adding to our chart is only the moving average. Okay, we'll be adding moving average 21, 0, method exponential, apply to close, styles to pixel red, click done. Okay, if you are if you've said this is only what we'll be adding to our chart, okay. Then you can now maybe think of adding the relative strength index 7. Okay, oh sorry, I said I'll not be I don't want to go to the complex. We am just explain what I want to explain, then later we can talk about those. So if you've had your moving average 21 on your chart exponential, if you've watched my previous video, I've explained to you guys that this moving average acts as support and resistance, okay. So traders use, okay, let me just say I use it as also support and resistance, okay. So if you are to trade this, like I used to say, I don't use moving average alone. Moving average is just like confirmation or just follow market. So from the title, you'll have seen that we are going to use it with our trend line. Okay, so if you are not familiar with trend line, basically trend line is all about connecting highs and lows of market. Okay, so that's basically what trend line is all about. So if you are new or you don't use trend line, I advise you go watch my video on trend line. I can drop the link, is in description, so you can go watch that and have a glance knowledge on about trend line. Okay, so like I said, this moving average has as support and resistance. Okay, normally we know support and resistance as this. Let me fill it so that you understand it well. Okay, so basically, okay, sorry about that. Okay, so basically, let's say price is coming from up. Okay, sorry about that. So as I was saying, basically, let's say price moved here, retested a place or a zone. I used to call it zone. Okay, let's say 2 or 3 times. Okay, so that's when you draw your rectangular box, confirming that is a support. Then if it breaks it, then came back to retest the zone, it returned to resistance. Okay, I was explaining this in one of my videos and people were asking, saying so there's something called support to resistance zone or resistance to support. So this basically for that guy, this is basically what I mean. Okay, so let's say this is support. When it broke it, the mistake traders do is that when price break maybe a zone or trend line, they erase it from their charts. No, you wait and see what price will do later on. So if price come and retest this zone, it will form a sell. So this is support turning to resistance. Okay, so this is not about this video, but I just want to give you guys just this little tip. Okay, so you know more about support and resistance. Okay, so these are horizontal support and resistance. Okay, so basically this moving average acts as support and resistance. But like I say, can I say vertical? No, I can't say vertical. What can I say? I don't know what I can use and classify um moving average support and resistance, but they just basically has as trend line support and resistance. I think that's the highest I can say for that. I don't know how to put it for you guys to understand it. Basically, let's say this price moving and you see trend line and you see your moving average coming, then moving average do like this, then you see this. Okay, basically what this moving average is trying to tell you, that okay, is markets retested the moving average about 4 times, showing that okay, this is a either support or resistance. Supports are usually lower than price, resistance are usually higher than price. That's another tip for you to know. Okay, so you can pause the video. I want to ask, what's this? If you said this was resistance, then you're right. Okay, so as I said, for moving average resistance, if moving average is above price, moving average 21. Okay, not all moving average, please don't get me wrong, only this moving average. If it's above price, then it's a resistance, but if it's below, it's a support. Okay, so let's now move on to the strategy. So basically what the strategy is about is that when you see price retesting a moving average, you take note of it, okay, using trend line. Okay, so let's use current price for this. Price, you see moving and removing. Price, we tested it here, we tested it here, and we are waiting for how this will play along. Price may decide to go down. Okay, so um what can I say? What how can I put this for you guys? Let's say traders that are risk. Okay, you have different type of traders. You have the trader that, they don't place trade. There will be fear in their hearts. There are no, there are those different tons of traders. But if you are the one that like risking, okay, and those are the type of trader I like, but you must have good accounts to before you can start risking. Okay, so if you see this, sorry, basically, if I zoom in, if you see let's say it's one, two, retested two times, twice, the third time is reacting to it. Let's say you are trying to see or spot something where the market, let's say you spotted, let's say candlestick pattern, let's say divergence here. What's that telling you? Okay, this is clearly a sell. Okay, and you can now take enter for your sell. Okay, you can also confirm it using trend line. Okay, it's still the same. Let me connect. So you are going to connect where the moving average reacted with the price, and as you can see. But let's now look at this. Let's look at this, guys. From the moving average, okay, so from this trend line we can see that, let's say, okay, let's start from the beginning so you guys will understand it. Let's say we just open MT5 now, seeing this. Okay, we went to switch to volatility 10 and you saw this. Price retested one, reacted to it second time, and you see price reacting to it the third. Price is on the moving average. You should show that this is trying to, there's some traders that, like me now, I don't need to plot trend lines, all these lines to see what market is moving. Like now, seeing here, using my clear view, or so that, okay, market is trying is in a consolidation phase. Okay, I can see, sometimes if you are experienced, okay, you don't need to, you can just see chart to see, okay, this is how market is doing for now, let me leave this, let me look at this. So mere looking at this, you see that, okay, prices, and you can see this build up. There's something we call build up markets in normal trading forex stuff. So this is, it's forming build up. This build up is trying to tell you that price is trying to go up. You see, this is what we traders don't know. When you see market, try to look at other things that can happen. Let me give example. Let's say you have a trend line here. Let's say market came, okay, it's reacting your trend line, you sell here, it sold nice, you TP, it came to retest, but it came back to retest this trend line, and I said, oh, it's on this trend line, let me sell. And you can see the thing will end up coming out for a buy, and people say, oh, what happened? I follow this guy, what's happening? It's not going well. Why? Formation well, but why is it failing? Okay, if it's if let's, okay, let me go back. So let's say you sold here and it's went, okay, let's say you TP, you are in profit, and you see it's come back to retest. What do you think that, okay, when market price reach here for the trend line, I should also sell? Because normal forex, all um forex rules, if you touch trend line you sell, or you wait for confirmation, or anyhow you trade, you should know that it's going to sell. But you see market forming build up. Okay, build up is, let's say market is moving, okay, those straight up, moving up without no retracement. Let's say there's difference between this and this. Okay, this is, market is, you should see that this is an uptrend. The similarity that this is an uptrend, this is also an uptrend. But the difference is that they are making, something. There's something different between them. When this one sell, it's sold. You can see it's making, let's say, retracement. Okay, retrace, came back to retest this high, forming a low. See, and this are build up. Build up is when you just see green candles moving. That's why people, most time people blame broker. Sometimes people, different ton of people how they do. But most of the time you have to like settle down and say that, okay, if you don't have the knowledge, okay, of this, I don't think you can actually make it in this. Okay, if you have little knowledge, don't try to say, okay, with the little knowledge I have, I think I'm okay. Okay, I have people that are trading for 5 years until now, they are still learning. Okay, you can never stop learning in um forex. It's just that the more you trade, the more advanced, the more you learn from your mistakes. That's the main thing. The more you know, because you can trade for 10 years and you may not move anywhere. Just keep learning from your mistake, and I assure you, you'll be great. So, me looking at this, let's go set. Let's say you saw this, you tested once, twice. The third time is trying to retest, and you see markets retesting the trend line. Say, okay, wow, I think I should sell here. Let's add a trend line. Okay, let's sell here, because our trend line and with our moving average support and resistance is saying that, okay, this should be a sell. But you saw a build up, or a build up occurred here, here, and it should tell you that, okay, something is actually, is this a 50-50 trade? If I enter straight, okay, that's when you now consider using candlestick pattern formation, or anyhow you want to trade it. Okay, so let's see this. I think I didn't connect it to actually. Okay, so this is the perfect for now. Okay, let's say you saw this. You should know that, okay, price should react here. So after drawing our moving average with our trend line, we saw that price came out, broke this trend line. Okay, it's possible for price to break this trend line and make a sell down, because if it breaks the trend line, people might say, okay, it's break trend line, let me buy. And when they buy here, it's just sell. Okay, there's something we call fake breakout. It's not about this video, so let's just move on. So markets can form a fake breakout, and with Deriv we saw things like that. We don't just enter straight, although you can enter here and it may buy. Okay, as you saw price breaking the trend line, it may buy. Or like how I trade, I wait for either confirmation. Okay, I won't be saying that in this video because it's like private stuff to me, but I just want you guys to know knowledge. You can wait for, people have their way of confirming their entry and their exit. Okay, I have my way of confirming my entry, if this is okay for me to enter, and when to exit. I have my way. I use different tools. Okay, I use Fibonacci, I use harmonics, different tools I use. And it does depend on how you see markets. But in trading volatility indices like this, I advise you stick to price action trading in volatility indices. Using all those 1 minute scalping, it will end up in premium tiers. Okay, I don't do that. Although people do it and make money, but for me, I don't do that from it. Okay, so let's check another example. Okay, so you saw here price 1, 2. So you can also use this moving average to confirm your trade. Let's say here you saw that, okay, with my order strategy to enter here. But what can I use and confirm? You can also use moving average. You see, you retested and form engulfing pattern, confirming that okay, this is a sell. And look at the mad sell. Okay, so let's connect our trend line from the touches. Okay, so this is an example of a breakout strategy. You can see price broke the trend line here. Price broke, although it did not um move up as I expected, but look at like 6 hours buying, and this is a nice profit. Okay, if you trade this market. Okay, so I've given you guys introduction to what this strategy is about. So let's now go into market and see setups, and I'll show you guys the rules of it. Okay, so let's move. Let's switch to volatility 100. This work on all volatility, but if you see my charts, I only have 1 2 3 4 5. I only have 5 volatility sets on my chart. It's not all volatility that I trade. Like some ones that are volatile, I remove them. Some ones that, with my experience, the ones I've lose more on it, and I say that okay, my strategy don't work. Yeah, I remove from my chart, and others like that. So that's a good. These are the 5 I have on my chart currently. Okay, and one, yeah, this VIX 25 1S, but I only be talking on the 5. I won't be going to the VIX. Okay, so we are looking at this. You can see the touches here. Okay, market has been reacting on this moving average. You can see markets try to break it, but it has been retesting on the moving average, showing you that okay, this is a consolidation phase, is in a consolidation phase. But mere looking at this, let me go at the second trend line. If it's for me, mere looking at this, I'll be expecting it to buy. Okay, mere looking at this, let's see, price came from here, retraced. You see, for me, I'll be expecting it to buy. What's the reason? If you figure out the reason, you have a sharp brain or you have knowledge on it. If you've okay, let me just say the reason. Let me just say it for some sake. Let me just say it. Okay, the reason why I'll be expecting the buy is because of there's something we call flag pattern. Okay, we have ton of different flag pattern. If you want to watch my video on flag pattern, the link is in the description. I'll put the link there so you can go watch my video on flag pattern. I think that will give you knowledge on how flag pattern works. Okay, when looking at this, I'll be thinking it will buy. Okay, that's why sometimes you don't just enter trade. You have to be patient. Don't rush the market. Let market do its thing. You enter when you want to. So mere looking at it without, let's say I woke up and I saw this, I'm thinking that okay, probably in the next, and price was here, I'll be thinking that probably in the next 5 hours I should be seeing price moving up due to this flag pattern formation. But you can see what price did. Price broke the trend line, okay, forming a sell. Okay, first of all, we saw confirmation from moving average, we saw the build up, we saw the consolidation. So we then add trend line. We have to trend line. Thirdly, we should wait for a breakout. Okay, so let's say you saw this trade around here. If you add your trend line, you can keep entering. Let's say market came down, you can enter here for a short buy. to the next trend line. Okay, that's how to scalp using higher time frame. You don't just trade anyhow, just wait for this when price come. Let's say this is your trend line. As market is consolidation, make your trade consolidate also. So you enter here, it's sold, enter here for a buy, enter here for a sell. It's not as easy as you think. Okay, if market is like this, people will have won a lot, but I'm just using as example. Market doesn't work like this. The time you take it to buy, it may sell, hit your stop loss, then buy. you know is one of the things I'm used to it. So all those things don't even battle me, no bad for me. I'll just look at it, I'll just laugh and go. Okay, so basically, let's say you want to enter buy, okay, and you saw this breakout from this trend line here. Is either you enter there at the end closing of this candlestick outside the trend line that broke it for a sell, or if you are or you can be a patient trader by waiting for a retest. Okay, let's say price broke it, you can wait for a retest there. So is this retest will be trading. Let's say price broke it, this is a retest. Okay, for some people, when price break, they can enter here for a sell. And sometime, if you're a patient trader, sometimes it's not every time market will just retest. Sometimes market can just break it. The moment it break it is going down. Some people may wait for a retest here, just come back small and sell. Okay, so as I said, no matter how the type of trader you are, the advantages, the disadvantages. So anyhow you see it, just trade it like that. Okay, I'm just trying to look for setup. I hope you guys are understanding the video. I'm just hoping you guys understand it. Normally I don't do technical videos like this because for you guys and for some people to understand it, especially on YouTube, they were asking me a ton of questions, and I don't like posting video on this, but I don't know, because sake of others that want to learn and beat the market, that's why I'm dropping video like this for you guys. So I've seen another setup. Okay, you open chart and you saw this moving average. You saw price retesting moving average, come up retesting it. As you see price retesting it, you set your trend line. Okay, so this is price. I think price retested it here too. So you set your trend line. Okay, if I were the one, okay, I won't be doing all this. See, this is not as easy as it seems. Okay, this is not really. Okay, I'm not the type of trader that lie to you. I just give you real depth. If you like, take it. If you like, don't take it. It doesn't affect me. But normally, if it's as easy as it is, I don't think I'll be yeah. Or I don't know what I'm saying, but I just want to tell you guys that um it's not as easy as it seems, as I'm saying it. Okay, I'm not saying when you see breakout, just sell, buy. All this type of strategies, moving average plus trend line strategy, though is not advisable. Use it alone. People use it alone and profit. I can say that this is one of the best strategy I drop for YouTube. But if you have another strategy that work for you, try combining it. Okay, that's what I do, and that's what I tell my students I teach. Don't just use one strategy and say, okay, I'm using this, let me go for it. And you're asking, okay, why? And people ask yourself why you use strategy for 1 week, after a week it's failing. Don't use one strategy, try combining like 5 strategy, back test for like a week, then now pick maybe the best 2 or best 3, add it to your charts, add it to your knowledge, and I assure you it will turn out very well. Okay, so let's say if I was the one, I would have added this horizontal line here. Okay, I won't be going in depth on that. Just want to tell you, if you figure out why, kudos. So you can see this moving average be tested. It's moving average at our support level. Then you can see here price broke it. See what I'm saying? See what I was saying? Like what I said that if you have a breakout from trend line, you may have retest, you may not have retest. Now look at here, no retest at all. As a breakout, some traders might be thinking, okay, let me wait for retest because Vex said I should wait for retest. Let me wait for retest, and you can see the sell. Okay, so like I said, no matter the type of trader you are, there are advantage and disadvantage. If you are done that, when it come out, you just enter. There is advantage. The advantage is that you catch the early move. Disadvantage that if it's coming to retest, the loss you have, you even be thinking, should I just close it? But if you are retesting, if you are waiting for retest in markets, the advantage is that you can catch sharp turn, okay, from trades. But disadvantage is that if it doesn't retest, seeing um market sell for like 10 hours and you're thinking, why did I miss it? I've been there, it's really painful. I'm watching markets, I'm waiting for confirmation, it's close to my confirmation, and you just sell for like 10 hours. I'll be like, what's going on? Okay, so you can see markets did not retest this, it just broke from the trend and sold. Okay, so let's move on to another market. This is volatility 50. Okay, just you guys should just back test this strategy. Let me see, I've spent too long, it's not what I expect, but you guys should just try to back test it, try to practice with it, learn other tools. If you want any question, if you want comment, you can comment in the comment section. Then you can if you want to join us, sorry if I'm talking like this, I'm pretty down right now, so just bear with me for now. Okay, so okay, I think I was talking about support and resistance earlier. This is how you set support and resistance with rectangle box, in case some people do not understand what I was saying when I started the video. But um in addition to the trend line strategy, moving average trend strategy, if you see the longer the number of touches or the longer the number of retests, the higher the possibility of breaking out. Let's say market retested like this, look at the touch, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. You see market touching or retesting about 10 times. You see this is getting out of hand. Then you should prepare. Okay, just put your mind at rest. There's no matter what will happen. One thing people don't know is that if you just have the knowledge, okay, of trading, you'll be free. Like, your mind will be at, even when you lose, you'll be sure that, okay, even if I lose throughout a day, tomorrow, this whole week, I know I will recover. Okay, you guys should just even have the knowledge. In this trading, you will not have fear. Even to open trade, you can just leave trade for 4 hours running in profit. Keep trading your stop loss. Okay, so that's why I advise you guys learn, or you guys um get the knowledge. Okay, like I said, I've started mentorship program. So if you want to join us, people have turned up already. So if you want to join us, you can access us through our Telegram group. The link is in the description, so you can join us there. Or now you can contact me and stuff like that. Okay, so I hope you guys understood what I've said. If you have any question, if you want me to, you can give me update on what I should post next and stuff like that. But I hope you guys understood everything. Okay, thank you guys. I wish you the best.